Hello, Just Lead. Happy Friday. We made it. It is the last day of the week the last weekday of the week. And now we're going into the weekend. And oh man, what a great week we've had. So guys, today is very exciting. You want to know why? Because we are having a cooking day today, and it is Halloween themed. And so the things that we are going to be cooking have to do with Halloween. Now, on that note, I thought that today I would read you a Halloween story. This is one of my favorite ones that I've read, and I've read it every single year to kids in my class, and so I think you're really going to like it. This one is called The Littlest Pumpkin. It's by R.A. Herman and illustrated by Bettina Ogden. Okay, so this takes place at Bartlett's farm stand. It was Halloween, and there were 18 pumpkins left at Bartlett's farm stand. Do any of you guys, have y'all been to the pumpkin patches so far? It's a fun place to go, isn't it? The pumpkins looked their very best because they all wanted to be taken home and made into jolly jack-o'-lanterns. The littlest pumpkin had the biggest dreams. She saw herself shining in the dark with ghosts, monsters, witches, and fairies gathered around her singing a Halloween song. And today was the day when all of her dreams were going to come true. Maggie dropped by the stand on her way to school, just as it was opening. "I want the biggest pumpkin you have for my class party," she said, looking at the pumpkins on display. She didn't even glance at the littlest pumpkin. The pumpkin Maggie chose was so big that Mr. Bartlett had to put it in her mother's car. Do you like big pumpkins when you go pick out one? I like big pumpkins too. Then the twins arrived. Jess wanted the roundest, fattest pumpkin. Jen wanted the tallest, skinniest pumpkin. And they both knew exactly what they wanted their jack-o'-lanterns to look like. Later that morning, Mrs. Garland's class came to the farm stand to buy apples and pumpkins for their Halloween party. The littlest pumpkin was very excited when she saw all the children. "Now certainly I will be chosen by someone and made into a jack-o'-lantern," she thought. But no one chose the littlest pumpkin. Aww, that makes me kind of sad. All day long, people came to the farm stand to buy pumpkins. Mr. Potter ran in to choose a pumpkin for his daughter Kate. Poor Kate was home with the flu, but she had drawn pictures for her dad so he could see exactly what kind of pumpkin that she wanted. Mr. Potter looked at every single pumpkin until he found the right one. This page makes me sad because the littlest pumpkin is just sitting there in the corner. It's kind of sad. The sun began to set, and only 4 pumpkins were left at the farm stand. One pumpkin had a bruise on its back, and one pumpkin was lumpy and bumpy, and one pumpkin didn't have a stem, and the last pumpkin was the littlest pumpkin. How sad. The littlest pumpkin still had big dreams. She would be a beautiful jack-o'-lantern at a Halloween party. She would shine in the dark with the ghosts, monsters, witches, and fairies gathered around her singing a Halloween song. But while the littlest pumpkin was dreaming, Gabe and Mona arrived. They ran up to the 4 remaining pumpkins, and Gabe grabbed the stemless one. Perfect, he said. My jack-o'-lantern's going to wear this hat. Mona picked up the littlest pumpkin. Oh, how cute, she said. The littlest pumpkin was so happy. All her dreams were going to come true. But it's too small for me to carve into a jack-o'-lantern, said Mona, putting it down. And then she picked up the lumpy bumpy one instead. Now, this one is perfect. Soon it was dark, and the stars began to sparkle in the sky. Mr. Bartlett was cleaning up. Oh, please don't close yet, thought the littlest pumpkin. I must be a jack-o'-lantern for Halloween. Suddenly, Mr. Bartlett heard someone calling, Mr. Bartlett, Mr. Bartlett. It was Sam. Please wait, said Sam. I need a pumpkin for my party tonight. So do you guys think he's going to take the littlest pumpkin? Let's find out. Mr. Bartlett picked up the bruised pumpkin and told Sam that if he turned it around, it would make a very nice jack-o'-lantern. Sam agreed, and with that, Mr. Bartlett closed the farm stand. Oh. So there in the dark on Halloween night sat the littlest pumpkin. She was all alone, or so she thought. What's about to happen? Let's find out. For just when the littlest pumpkin, for sure, thought that she was going to be spending Halloween night all alone in the empty farm stand, mice started scurrying around her. They were decorating everything, wearing tiny little costumes, and carrying all kinds of Halloween goodies. And before the littlest pumpkin knew what was happening, what's about to happen? What do you think? She found herself in the middle of a Halloween party. Mice dressed in costumes were bobbing for cranberries, playing pin the tail on the squirrel, and eating cheese and crumbs. And then the best thing of all happened. The littlest pumpkin was turned into a jack-o'-lantern. She was shining in the dark with ghost monsters, witches, and fairies gathered around her singing Halloween songs. And all her dreams had come true on Halloween night. Oh, this is one of my absolute favorite stories. I love this because it shows us that even the smallest of the pumpkins got used. And it shows us that all of the pumpkins were special, even the littlest pumpkin. And God thinks that all of us are special, just like he thought Gideon was special. And he knew that Gideon could lead that army to defeat the Midianites. Well, God has a plan for all of us. God wants to use all of us for different reasons. And he will find he does have a special purpose just for you. Just like the littlest pumpkin had a special purpose with those mice. All right, guys, we're going to stop right there. Oh, and this is perfect because since this was a story about a jack-o'-lantern, now we can do our memory verse, and it's about making your light shine. And that kind of goes with being a jack-o'-lantern, doesn't it? Okay, so do it with me, guys. Here we go. 1, 2, 3. Make your light shine so that others will see good that you do and will praise your Father in heaven. Matthew chapter 5, verse 16. Can we do it again? Let's do it again. 1, 2, 3. Make your light shine so that others will see good that you do and will praise your Father in heaven. Matthew chapter 5, verse 16. Great job. Great job. Okay, now let's do the rules and we'll do our song and we'll be done for the day. Now, our new friends, we've had a little bit of time to get used to the rules, so I'm going to do something different with it today. What I'm going to do, I am going to mix up the rules, and I'm going to say the first part, and then you're going to say the second part. So this is how it's going to work. So let's say, listen and follow directions the first time. I'm going to go, listen and follow directions, and I'm going to point. And you're going to go the first time. Okay? So let's see if we can get them all done. All right, and remember, I am mixing them up so they're not in order. Keep hands and feet. No illegal drugs. Stay out of the. Listen and follow directions. Good. Hang up all. Remain seated facing the front. Good. Respect the. No cell phones, electronics, or toys. Kind of gave you most of that one, didn't I? Respect others with your words. Raise your hand. Let's see here. Remain seated. Delayed obedience. No kicking balls in the gym. Very good. Okay, let's see, guys. And let's see. Keep your shoes on your feet. I put a dot beside it, but I'm going to redo this one more time. Remain seated. Yes, very good. Okay, guys, lovely job. Actually, I am going to change my mind. I'm going to come around and do the song with you today. So remember, I love you, we love you, and God loves you. Have fun today at Just Lead. I love you guys.